Hi guys, Heather at Divine Guidance Tarot back at you with another pick a deck. Um, this time it's messages from your higher self. And I channeled messages from the feminine part of you and the masculine part of you to go along with the reading. So there's a masculine message and a feminine message for each of the four piles. So go ahead and take your pick, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we'll jump right into it. Okay. Pile 1, if you chose the key. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate, don't listen. Find a YouTube reader that can help you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below. I'm going to put your message up here. Okay. I guess kind of like right there. And we're going to get your cards. So, ran or abuse, worthiness, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles. Ah! Dang. That was like a domino effect. That was fun. All right. King of Swords, Three of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the King of Pentacles. Whew. Okay. So, what does your higher self want to say to you? So, I feel like your higher self wants to say to you that there's a decision to be made here between two people, okay? With the King of Pentacles here and the King of Swords and the Three of Cups. So you could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could be dealing with a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a Gemini with the Lovers, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the Cups, and Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Pentacles. I think I already said that. But so I feel like your higher self is telling you to take a step back. That I feel like this King of Swords put you in some sort of situation with another person. Okay, they made some sort of decision. Okay, that they thought was right, but it made you feel worthless. It made you feel abused. It made you felt taken advantage of. I'm getting the vibe that maybe you feel like this sort of an energy was what you kind of deserved in a way, I guess. And you have a King of Pentacles over here, so you have an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And I definitely feel as though there's some decision to be made, and I feel as though you should go with the earth sign because you see the Lovers and the King of Pentacles, their colors match. And this King of Swords is next to a colorless card. There's tons of color here, but there's none here. It's like this relationship is a fantasy. It's like a fantasy. You hold this person on such a high pedestal that you feel like it's okay for them to make you feel like you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you have someone in your life that definitely wants to be there. But I feel like they're just a knight right now. I feel like they might not have a lot of money, or they're not someone you're looking at the moment because you're too focused on getting this person's attention. Okay. And I feel like your higher self is trying to say, what are you worth? Are you worth this? Are you worth being put in a third party situation? Are you meant for a colorless life? Are you meant for a fake colorless life? Or are you meant to paint a life full of abundance, full of joy, full of love. It's all a matter of choices in life. And being okay with being alone until you find the right person, okay? And not putting yourself in situations where you have to compete for someone's attention, okay? Your higher self doesn't want you to compete for anyone's attention. You don't need to. If someone wants to be with you or be in your life, they'll make an effort. And if they don't, then they aren't worth it. And I feel like that's what your higher self is trying to tell you. So let's get a message from the feminine and the masculine halves of you. So for the feminine, the channeled message I got for you was, why do you feel alone? We are never alone. When you have yourself, you have everything. You don't need anyone to make you feel loved. That person you're thinking of may not have treated you the best, but that's on them, not you. You feel torn right now. Do I let this connection go or fight for it? Crossroads are never easy. You must weigh the costs and benefits. Take the time you need to decide if this person is even worth your time. Choose carefully, for this will change your life. The direction you pick is your own, but the destination is the same. And from the masculine's point of view, their channeled message is, you abuse the power you've been given. You have the ability to see things from a higher perspective, yet you let your limiting beliefs stop you from achieving your goals. Manipulation for the mere sake of manipulation gets you nothing but more manipulation. You can't force someone to see things your way. You can lead a horse to water, as they say. Find your center, look at things differently. Put yourself in another's shoes and see what you could have done differently. Then take that lesson and use the knowledge it gives you to do things differently the next time. Alrighty, guys. If that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below, and we will get you set up. Woo-hoo. All right, pile 2. If you chose the feather, you're up. So put your channeled message over here, kind of. And then the cards you got are Temptation, Simplify Your Life, the Lovers, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Okay. So what does your higher self want to say to you? I feel like you guys are an energy where you like to have a lot of people, a lot of options. You like to keep people guessing, keep people on their toes. I feel like you're very seductive. I feel like you might offer people a chance at happiness, but then when you get bored, take it away. I feel as though you guys tend to collect things, people, things, it's like you have this incessant need. You have this incessant need to have people find you attractive. Okay, it gives you pleasure to know that other people find you attractive and cannot have you. Okay, and I feel as though you leave a lot of people hurt because you walk away. It's like you walk away from things so easily, and other people don't understand that. It's like you're pretty, and that lots of people want you, and so you keep people on the back burner, a lot of options open and available to you, rather than letting people go when you know that you don't want them anymore, or you don't need them in your life. Instead of letting them go with like kindness, I feel as though you kind of just disappear, and it kind of flusters people. And your higher self is trying to tell you that what you put out there, you're going to get back. So, if you're the type of person that tends to drop people in favor of someone else or switch partners a lot, that's going to come back to you. Just remember that how you treat others is how others, will treat you. That everything comes around, goes around, So like, I feel like your higher self is saying you're really big in your ego right now, and that you need to take a step back and treat people nicer and not be so into yourself, because it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. You need to simplify. It says simplify your life. Okay. So you need to eliminate the clutter from your life, the options that you feel you need to have to be happy. I feel like you might be the type that kind of, I don't want to say uses people, but uses people. Okay. Like if you don't have a ride, you're going to call someone that you know will give you a ride, and you'll give that person just enough attention to keep them available to you for the next ride. But you don't ever give them, it's like, you don't ever give them really that connection that they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you find people that are looking for a connection and you connect with them, but then you do it in such a way that it leaves you open to go away whenever you want and keep them stuck to you. And that's unhealthy and manipulative, and just not a nice energy to be in. And that's the kind of energy you're going to attract if you keep putting that out there. So what I would say is I would evaluate all the relationships in your life. What are they worth to you? What are you worth to the other person? And just simply, break ties in a nice, healthy way instead of just disappearing on people is basically what I'm getting. So let's see from your feminine side. It feels good to be so seductive, doesn't it? To know that you have the ability to drive people crazy gives you a sense of power. Be careful, though, for what you put out, you get back threefold. When you put obsessive energy into the universe, that is what you will get back. Instead of feeling like you have to be sexy or seductive in order to gain attention, beware that attention is not necessarily, any attention is not good attention. What do you want to be known for, remembered for? Looks fade, but a kind heart is forever. From your masculine side, taking many lovers might seem the best way to show others how desirable you are, but it also creates a sense of loneliness. Being unwilling to share the part of yourself you feel makes you weak actually keeps you stuck. You are worthy of love. Love is not sex. Love is not jealousy. All that attention means nothing if it isn't from the one you love. Being in the spotlight can have its perks. After all, who doesn't want to feel admired? That's ego, fear. Rather strive to be admired for being a good person and stop the need you have to prove your worth to others. Ooh, nice. All right, guys, I hope that resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below, and we will get you set up. Take care. All right, if it shows the crystal, what does your higher self want to say to you? And put your energy over, or your your message over there. Okay, so you have respite, rest, the Sun, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment. So I feel like your higher self is telling you to take a break from trying to figure other people out or trying to be someone that you're not. I feel like a lot of you guys might feel like you're going crazy sometimes. I feel like this is a very restless sort of an energy. Someone that judges others, but also fears being judged. Okay, so this is a finger pointer. I feel like your higher self is trying to say, stop being a finger pointer. Okay, stop trying to stop taking other people's reflections of you and turning them into your own. Okay, take a break from this feeling you have that you have to disrespect people in order to get people to respect you. Okay, I feel like you're kind of a combative sort of an energy. You might be very self-protective. You're kind of an energy of one that likes to lash out first so you don't get hurt in the end. Okay, I feel as though you do feel like, I'm sorry to say this, and I'm sorry if it hurts your feelings, but I'm getting an energy where you feel like you're better than other people. It's like you want people to think that you're better than them. It's like if someone has an addiction to alcohol, instead of being kind and trying to, help that person that you say you love, you instead compare it to something that you do that's like less severe in your mind. It's like meth and alcohol, like I was saying. So say someone has an addiction to meth, okay, and this other person has an addiction to alcohol. You have an addiction to this is just an example, okay? So say you have an addiction to alcohol and someone you know has an addiction to meth, okay? You're going to judge that meth head for being a meth head when you're an alcoholic. It's like pot calling kettle black. It's like you sit there and you're like, well, what they did is worse. You know what I'm saying? That's judgment. That might not seem like judgment. That may seem like, well, it is. Meth is worse than alcohol. But in reality, only that's because society says so. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is just as destructive as meth. You know what I'm saying? And, just as addictive. The only difference is one is legal and one isn't in society's eyes. Okay? So the reflection you see in other people, your higher self is saying, take a look, and instead of judging that person, see yourself in that person and show that person the same kindness you would want someone to show you. Okay? All right. So let's get a message. Masculine, I guess, is up first. So the channeled message from your masculine side. You feel crazy, misunderstood, judged unfairly. You must understand that the judgments of others have no bearing on you. These are their own issues. Projection works both ways, however, so be careful of judging others. You hate being judged or made to feel small, so why would you disrespect someone in the same way? How you treat others is a reflection of yourself, not them. Stand firm in who you are, be understanding and fair, so that you might understand and be understood and treated fairly. It all comes back to you anyway. And then the feminine. Too often we remember harsh words instead of the kind ones. People hurt others when they are hurt. Knowing this truth will help you feel compassion for the hurt rather than anger. Words spoken in anger feed the fire. Words spoken in love can soothe even the most ruffled feathers. Trying to change other people won't work. Changing yourself and how you react to anger will. If the anger has nothing to feed on, it will eventually fade. Just as fire needs air to spread, anger requires more anger and bitterness to survive. So remove your anger and watch the fires die. All right. If that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below and we'll get you set up. Knocking books over. Knocking books over. Okay. So, if you chose the watch, what does your higher self want to say to you? All right, so I'm going to put your message, your channeled messages up here. And then we'll start with the cards. So we have secrecy, morning affirmations, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Ooh. It's a little cold in my apartment. Okay. So I feel like your higher self here is saying that you carry this very motherly energy, this very tender-hearted energy, okay? But that you find it hard to carve out time for yourself. With the secrecy and the morning affirmations, that tells me that, like, you might possibly feel the need to hide when you meditate, or it's like you don't carve out enough time for yourself. You might be a mother, or a father, and it's like you have all of this energy, just sitting here, all of this energy just sitting here, all this, it's like you have all of this energy just circling around you in your mind, especially I feel in the morning. And I feel like your higher self is saying that you need to take time for yourself, okay? You need to take time to meditate, and you need to take the time you need to feel whole and secure in yourself, okay? I feel like your higher self is calling you to break some energetic connections that you might have had. I feel like you're a natural healer, and so you kind of take the problems of others onto yourself. And I feel like your higher self is saying you need to energetically disconnect from, you know, what is holding you down, what is weighing you down from this. So, like even your children, it's a, you have a codependent nature, I feel, okay? You base your worth on how other people treat you or act towards you. Even your children, if you have children, because I am feeling a mother father vibe here. It's like the you have this need to protect people. You have this need to protect people and try and fix them, but people don't need to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? They just need healing, and you are able to send energetic healing in a disconnected way. You know what I'm saying? Like you I feel like you're an energy that kind of immerses yourself in other people's business, tries to fix other people's problems, other people's relationships. You take it, and I feel as though it's because you kind of don't want to face your own. I feel like you have a hard time meditating, or maybe you have a hard time clearing your mind, because you have so much in there. And so I feel like your higher self is saying that you need to kind of clear out, you know, the thoughts and opinions of other people's relationships. I mean, like if your mother-in-law and father-in-law are fighting, like, and your mother-in-law comes to you and says, yeah, blah, 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 Rick was being a dick, this and that. And then you're so focused on what Rick did to her because you want to protect her. You know what I'm saying? Because you like her more, or you're taking her side. And so you kind of like jump in there with, oh yeah, well, I remember when Rick did this to me too. And you kind of feed into it. And instead of being like, oh, well, I understand Rick hurt your feelings in this way, but, did you ever stop to think that maybe such and such could have caused him to act that way? So instead of counseling people, I feel like you're more bossy. You're more like, this is what you should do. I know because I did it and it worked for me, and things of that nature. And it's okay to offer your advice, to offer, your wisdom, but do it in a way where it doesn't make people feel as though, you're meddling. Okay, do it in more of a disconnected way is what I'm feeling. So let's get your channeled messages. I guess feminines first. So it says, finding time for yourself is hard. Life tends to get in the way. There is always something that seems to need your attention, be that family, a job, or even strangers. It is not your job to fix everyone. People don't need fixing. Holding space and sending love is much better than taking on the burdens of others. Ask that whatever energy is getting in the way be removed, and watch the magic happen from your bubble bath. And the masculine. You don't need to be a hero. I guarantee you that damsel in distress doesn't need your help. The need you have to save others is a noble one, but one filled with strife. Fighting another person's battles for them won't do anything but make you responsible for them. Others' burdens are not for you to carry. You can offer them help in carrying the load, but be careful that they don't make you their pack mule. Boundaries. There you go. Like I said, help people in a healthy way. And take time for yourself. All right, if that resonated, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me in the description box below, and we'll get you set up. Love and light.